Welcome back to Talk Finance. So, it is time to invest. And in the past month, I have been doing a lot of research in terms of finding some good companies to invest in. So, it's been quite a hectic month. So, we're about to start our investment journey together, and then let's see how far we can go with this. So, basically, my search has been conducted through the month, and I have this is Excel actually. I use Excel just to document the various companies I come across in Easy Equities and on Google pop-ups usually. Um, but one thing I've noticed during these times is that there are companies, and it's actually annoying. There are companies that you would see that I would see in like Google or Chrome or something like that, and then I look into a company, I get some sort of interest in it. I look a bit deeper, and it looks like something I would actually like buy, and then only to find out that it's not in Easy Equities. So in Easy Equities, there are a lot of companies, but some as well are not there. I would say in terms of like USA, maybe Europe, Australia, and Great Britain. Because Easy Equities is a South African company, so the South African companies you will find them there. There won't be any company that is missing that is from South Africa. Just that right now I have started with the USA, and I will probably come and continue with South Africa, and then I will move on because I want to invest. When you invest, we try to diversify. So we will try and look at opportunities in various companies and in various countries. So in Excel, I've came across a lot of companies that I've been looking at, and as well there are many of them that are not here as well. Some didn't make the list, some didn't appear in Easy Equities, so they won't be here. So the ones that are here, I have looked at them, and I've come towards a few that more or less caught my eye. So JSE in South Africa, I'll still carry on with that one, and then I have a few here. But even within these ones, there are some that are highlighted in red that I more or less didn't like, maybe their financial makeup as well, so I more or less avoided them. They looked good in terms of price. When I was looking at the price, I will come to that shortly. So I have like EQT, Delta, Camping World, and what was the other one? I think CVS as well is good, but I only bought like JSE. I have shares in JSE. I bought shares in JSE, and I also bought shares in Camping World. Then the other ones that I also noted down, which if I had funds, I would have bought actually, and it's Delta Airlines, and it's also EQT Corporation. So I also noted the dam. So the Talk Finance portfolio, which I just named it that, the Talk Finance portfolio is a portfolio where I put in companies that I have bought and also would have bought if I had the funds. So I keep up with them. So I may suggest, that yes. So the companies that I do select are companies that you can look into as well, and you can buy if you are also new and you try to more or less work with me, and also when you are learning yourself. So I'm here to also be like, I can be some sort of guide as well to help if you want to invest in certain companies, and maybe you'll be like, all right, let me just stick at the moment with what Talk Finance is saying, and let me carry on. So I said the JSE, right? So this is the JSE basically. So I invested in the JSE because the price has fallen over the years, and also it is at a good area to buy, and the dividends is also good. I think it is 9%. So it moves around that area, 9% per annum, and the dividends will be in March. So if you want to more or less get that dividends, you will have to more or less buy that stock now before the dividend X date or before the announcement I forgot how does that work, but there's a certain time where if you buy the shares afterwards, you might not get paid that dividends, and then we will move on from there. Let me go to the Talk Finance portfolio. So here you can see Camping World, Delta, EQT, and JSE are the ones that I have selected that caught my attention, and I think they are good buys. So I do my research as well. You go deeper, and the sites I've talked about the sites in the previous video as well. Then I came across the Google Finance one. I just used it right now. I've been on Yahoo Finance, and then now I'm adding Google Finance to that. So you kind of add tools to help you with your investing. So I'm trying to more or less teach people to be resourceful, and also a DIY concept, like a do-it-yourself kind of thing, so that you can be able to stand on your own. You understand what I'm saying? Um, so let me see. Easy Equities. I have Easy Equities. YouTube. You can go to YouTube and actually learn about these sites as well, like Easy Equities. Simply Wall Street. There's Simply Wall Street right here. Let me log into this thing. What else? Okay. Trading View. Can learn about Trading View. Yahoo Finance and Google Finance are easy. You can just navigate through that. So you go to Easy Equities. There's also like the website there as well, where they have a homepage where they teach you how to invest and stuff like that. So you're going to these website. You learn about them. You also use YouTube to help you to understand certain maybe terms that are not there, so, and to get a better explanation of something. So, but I will be doing that as we go along. I'm just briefing on that quickly. Let me see. Okay, so let me start with this one. Easy Equities USD, which is America. I want overview. Okay, account overview. As you can see, I have invested in Camping World. So Camping World, I just bought some stock there. So also Delta, I would more or less suggest Delta, right? Delta seem to be better than the one I bought, in my opinion. But it's investing. There's no, we don't know which one is better than what. But Delta probably number one in front of Camping World, maybe even EQT as well. You would go for that. But I will be keeping up with that. So I do say what price it is, and then maybe what's the price target. But I will be talking about that. There is no rush on my side. So let's take our time and learn. Okay. And then here I put money in. Here we are. JSE. So I invested about 2K in the JSE. Right now I am down minus 7.8%. It hasn't updated from, but it doesn't matter anyway, because this one is faster than. Okay, here we are, JSE. So I invested at a price of, let me just go a bit deeper into this. There we are. There's the price. JSE 21 shares, comma something also has. That's the amazing thing about the Easy Equities platform. You're allowed to actually buy fractional shares, so you don't have to actually buy one share for that value of that share. So, like for example, right now, JSE is 86 rand per share. So, for you to invest in JSE would mean that you would have to pay 86 rand. But because we have this feature from Easy Equities called fractional shares, even if you had 10 rand, you could still buy and own the JSE stock or any other company, by the way. So right now, my average purchase price was 93. So somewhere along these lines here, that's where I bought the stock, and it came down in a couple of days. So if I had more funds, I would have bought even more of the shares. there's this concept called dollar cost averaging. If there's someone who actually wants to, just learn about something, dollar cost averaging. So it's another concept that I've learned as well as through my investment journey. So basically, it's like if I bought shares right now, and the average price will get lower. So that just means that when the price moves up again, you are in the profit area more or less quicker than. So if the average price went down to 90 rands, for example, if I bought more shares, then it means when the price reaches above 90 rand, then I am in the profit side of the price. Anyway, that is that for now. Let me go to, let's start with TradingView. So TradingView is where you get to look at price, historical price and current price as well. So it's a good site for where you do your prices and all that stuff. So there's and indicators and also it's just basically simple investment stuff which I probably will be doing, and you can find other lessons on YouTube, but that's just like on the DIY concept. But as you can see, it just shows a historical price and all that. Okay, well, this for example is a Fibonacci, something they call it the Fibonacci or something like that. So you could learn about that right in advance before I get to it. But yeah, so it is at a good area for price where I'm like, okay, it is attractive to me to buy. So anyone who's interested, because of they call these things demand levels, all that stuff, but it's not as hard as it sounds when you learn about it. But anyway, it's an attractive price. It has an attractive dividend yield. I'm more or less in it for the dividend yield. And secondary, I'm in it for the price. If the price were to rise to like 150 or something close to that. So that's that for the JSE. And then the other company I had was EQT. So we have various companies that you can look at. So you just put in their ticker symbol, whether it's EQT. You can look at their price. There's EQT's price right there. Delta Airlines, ticker symbol was DEL. Delta Airlines, there's that price there. There's this thing. Yeah. So basically, I more or less would invest in Delta Airlines, and for the next, looks like 3 years. Why can't I move this? Okay, it's fine. Anyway, and the next 3 years. So this is like that area where you could buy the shares. Like right now, the more below the red it is, it's a good opportunity to buy. You can buy and invest in Delta Airlines. It's the best performing company so far in the US, and behind that I think it's AAL, American Airlines. Where is it? Yeah, American Airlines. I also had it here, but I chose the Delta Airlines because it has better financials and everything. So I chose Delta Airlines, and it is actually number one. So I was like, all right, that's the reason why I wanted to invest in this company, among other reasons. And then we have what was the other? JSE, EQT, Camping World, CWH. So CWH is the ticker symbol. I usually have them in brackets in the Excel, so you'll see what ticker symbols are they. Get the name, and you get the stock exchange, New York Stock Exchange, and the flag of that country, so you know what it is. So there's more, on TradingView, that bonds and the economy, many things to learn from there as well. So you could go into TradingView, go into YouTube, learn how it is, what people do with it, and all that stuff. Simply Wall Street. Now, Simply Wall Street is very, very good site. Right now, I'm actually using it on free mode. So there's markets, there's Discover. I will go into that detail in the next video. Then you have the dashboard. So EQT, for example, there's EQT. It gives you the snowflake of the company, dividends, value, future, past, health. Health is the balance sheet, how healthy it is. Past is past performances of the company, basically it's highlighted there. Future, how is the company forecast to perform in the future. So the closer this thing is to the outer line, the better it is in that particular area. And then you get like your description of a company. EQT Corporation operates as a natural gas production company in the United States. So you get a little description. You can click there for more. Right now I can't go a lower than that because that thing will show what's the thing. Let me see. Yeah, there it is. Yeah, basically, as I said, I'm using it on free mode, so I'm limited to what I can do on this thing. But I go down as far as competitors. So when you search a company, you also come across its competitors. So as I said again, I think all of these companies are not in these equities, so you won't have to worry about what is not there. Maybe a few in other companies, where they show the competitors, you will find it in easy equities, and then you will try and select the best one from there, or I will try and select the best one from there, or we will try and select the best one from there. What was the other company as well? You put CVS as well. I had CVS on my Excel top finance portfolio there, which I was looking at. CVS as well. See, CVS is looking good. Value as dividends. High level of debt. It's the risk analysis, but it's orange, it's not red, so it's not something critical, but it's something to be a bit concerned about. So they're just letting you know what risk the company faces. It also has its own rewards, trading 68% below its fair value, basically. But yeah, that's it for now. I just wanted to do a quick, does it seem quick now? Does it? I want to do a quick video so that will see where we are and what we are going to be doing this year and going into the future. Thank you so much, and don't forget to subscribe and share with friends. There's so much to learn, there's so much we're going to be coming across, maybe good and bad. You hear about recessions, you hear about all these things that need to be paid attention to. But one thing I know is that information, resourcefulness, all that is important. So that's it for me today. Thank you so much, and I will see you on the next one.